Hi, this is Charles 9mm, and I got a great product to show you. Today is something that's near and dear to my heart. It's Softstarshoes. That's Softstarshoes. And believe it or not, what you're looking at is a running shoe made by Softstarshoes. Now, they've got a lot of different styles, but this one, this is the one I have, and I really like it. Now, you're probably wondering, hey, that doesn't look like a running shoe, but it is. I have worked in the shoe industry. In fact, I was a quality manager for a shoe company, an outdoor shoe company, and I've even written specifications for shoes. So I know a little bit something about shoes. I'm not a doctor, so if you've got foot problems or whatever, I advise you to go to a doctor. And to look at this video is simply my opinion. But back to these great shoes. If you look inside of these shoes, you see there is no padding. There is no arch. You turn it sideways. That's the sole. There is no foam. And you're going to go, oh my gosh, how in the world are you going to run on those? And that's the key. Now, when I was studying biomechanics and so forth, what we were taught is for a running shoe or hiking shoe, any kind of outdoor shoe, that you need a lot of foam padding. You need a big arch. You need a lot of support. You need a shank to really lock that foot in place. And I believed this for many years. And I wore shoes. My shoes were, in some cases, had handmade insoles that were formed just for my foot. And I continued to have foot problems. Now, I was trained, worked in the industry, and I had foot problems with some of the best equipment that you could possibly get your hands on. Went to doctors, nobody could help me, and without going into great detail, what I found was when I went barefoot, I was more comfortable. As time went on, I discovered there are some shoes out there, some made by Vibram, the Vibram 5-finger shoes, where you'll see a review I've done on YouTube on the 5-finger shoes. They have no foam, no arches, no support, and they're basically a covering for your foot so you could go as barefoot as possible. I bought a pair of those. They were so great. They helped my foot. They started to heal my foot. Now, I love the Vibram 5-finger shoes, and they have a great niche in the industry. I needed something else. One is I could not wear them to work, and there were times they just didn't fit in with what I wanted to do. So not only do I still love them, but I needed something else, and I found Softstar. Now, Softstar started out making children's shoes and got this great idea of, why don't we let people who want to run barefoot have a shoe as well. Now, running barefoot, you're going to say, well, that's crazy. Why would anyone want to run barefoot? The reason why is when you have a lot of foam in your shoe, and your foot is really supported with this rigid foam, when you come down, you're going to heel strike, and then your foot's going to do this. That's unnatural. That's unnatural. If you run barefoot, what's going to happen is you're going to land on your foot first, on your toes first. Toes are going to take it, and you're going to go like that. You say that again? The difference between coming down like that and having that jarring energy. And there's a lot of things on YouTube and on the internet to show you this, where they've actually studied this, where heel striking runs that energy right up your leg and up your spine. Now, the toe area here on a foot is a great lever. That's why it's built that way, you see. And it can absorb a lot of shock, but you have to land toes first. If you have these kind of shoes, you're going to be a toe lander. And it's going to build the muscles in your feet. And for most people, it's going to be a lot more comfortable after you've done that. After going to these kinds of shoes, I can hardly wear anything else. I love them so much. And I also wear these to the office. Let's go over here a second. Let me show you something. I got this foam material here out of some packing material just to give you an idea. If your foot is on a big old pile of foam and it's rigid like that, and this is basically what most shoes do, is make it rigid as though you're in packing foam, what happens is your foot cannot move. It is like it's in a cast, and it causes atrophy. And you can see as well, as my foot, I try to move my foot around, I really can't. So it's stuck in that one position. And the other thing is with the foam, if I stand up on the foam, since my toes can't flex, the heel comes down. And so I'm putting a lot of pressure on my heel, driving that energy up into my spine. If I stand normally on my foot, I can move, and you see it flexes. I can actually show you the lever that can take a lot of shock. Technically, if you're a healthy person and your feet are in good shape, technically you could run on a hard surface without any problem, you know, barring you didn't step on a piece of glass or something like that. Well, back to the shoe over here. What's the best way to protect you from that? It's a very simple moccasin type shoe, and this is what I wear. And I love them. Softstarshoes, I think they're the wave of the future. I think you should check them out over at Softstarshoes, and I'll put the email address here in the video, in the annotations. But check it out. It's got a great sole. They're sewn superbly. The quality of the workmanship is fantastic. The quality of the material is great. If you wear them, take a look at this shoe, the one that I have on. They're just sort of a nondescript black shoe. And you'll see that today I'm wearing them in the office. Who would know? Great shoes, Softstar shoes. Check them out. Thank you. Bye-bye.